All right. Are we here? No one in here yet. I'll wait for some people to come in. I was going to go a little later, but yeah, screw it. We're just going to go now. But we will wait for people to show up as we look at XRP here. How's it going, Slava, my man? David's in the house, or he was, and Bryant. Wow, we got one person here. Where's everyone at? I know we're bearish, but man, we're not doing anything really. Wow. Yeah, can you guys hear me okay? Everyone's stuck in the shadow realm. No one wants to peek their head out and see what's happening. Someone said that Digibyte was moving all day. DGB. Digibyte. Oh yeah, not looking too bad. Let's see, Digibyte on the monthly. Oh yeah, Digibyte's another old coin that looks real good on the monthly. From the low to the high in 17, and then it made a higher high in 2021. And she's been holding up on the macro 382 bullish here. So Digibyte's looking good here. She's going sideways. Digibyte's another good one to put on the list. But how's everyone doing? All 5 people that are here. No one on Twitter's coming in yet. Digibyte to the moon. Yeah, someone let me know that you can hear everything okay. There's no one here. Digibyte, is this one on my list? I gotta go look. Digibyte's gonna be a good play. Let's see. Nope, don't want that. Coinbase. Oh man. Let's see, has anyone showed up yet? Oh, there we go. DGB. Ah, it's not on my list. It's on my list now. Oh, you can't buy it on Coinbase. That sucks. Alright, well. Damn, where is everyone? But yeah, Digibyte here doesn't look bad. Macro bullish over the 382. The question is, where is it going to end up? I don't think Digibyte's going to do a 57x. It made a higher high in 2021 though, so I would probably get out here. 618 retracement. I know it's not much of a move, but it's a 5.5x. Up to, so 5 cents on Digibyte this cycle. Is that fair? Or 10 cents? That's the question. Digibyte. What's up, Silver, my man? How you doing? Yeah, there's no one here today. Oh, I didn't move it. Yeah, Digibyte to 5 pennies would be a 5x. So maybe we get a 10 cent Digibyte and we get a 10x out of her. We'll see what happens though. What's up, Eldor? What's up, DZ? Yeah, we're just bearish. There's nothing happening. There's only 7 people here. Got Eldor in the house. Never buy a meme coin ever again. They are all pump and dumps. Yeah, I feel the same way. I may buy a couple just to gamble with if I ever get money again, but I agree. I appreciate that. Can I get Degen, Ondo, and what? Mochi, new. The bottom is in. Let's go. I hope the bottom is in because I need people to come back to the channel. This is getting ridiculous. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin's still bullish. We're still holding up. Still holding bullish on Bitcoin. We're just not doing anything. Degen. Yeah, we haven't looked at Degen in a minute. What is Degen doing? She's still dying. Oh man, she is dying. Yeah, you already got a daily candle to close below our box. So unless Degen can get back over 003 up to 33 to be bullish and then confirmed over 41, it's just bearish right now. But it looks, I mean, it's like, where's the bottom at? If we can hold here on Bitcoin and everything else, putting in a higher low, maybe this is the bottom. But it's bad out there. And that's all you can really do on Degen is just watch these smaller prices. If it can grind its way back up, but it keeps bear flagging every damn time. Every time it drops, it forms a bear flag and drops more. So the question is, are these coins about to come down to the very bottom? And then of course on the macro, not bullish until you get over a 5. Or bottom in, that is. Not bullish, but bottom is in. Ondo. What is Ondo doing? She's trying to hold on Ondo, but it's doing the same thing that the market's doing. Same thing Degen keeps doing. We just keep going up a little bit and then dropping, up a little bit and then dropping. So if this is not the bottom, which you're bullish on Ondo over 75, which is not a bad price to buy it, but I mean, Ondo's a good coin, but it's new, so a lot of the newer coins have been breaking the trends and breaking down, so we could still have a 20% drop, not to about 65 on Ondo here, unless we can get back over $1. If we can get back over $1, then maybe we have a shot at going up. Yeah, I gotta turn this music down. Oh man. So looking at the chart here on Ondo, I mean, would you say the bottom is in? Double bottom with a higher low. Time to start moving back up. That's what we want, but that's probably not what we're gonna get. I don't know. But I hope the bottom is getting in for some sort of a bottom. Yeah, pretty much over $1 to have any kind of life in Ondo again. But I still think Ondo's going to hit $20 plus this cycle. Ondo 21, 22x up to 17 probably hits 20, so here's your 25x. Yeah, that's where I like Ondo when this is all over with. Yo, what's up, Shadow, my man? How you doing? All right, we're up to 13 people now. We'll see if we can get 20 again. Bitcoin 75k soon. I don't know. That's what they keep saying. But the fact we're just not doing anything. Mochi. Yeah, even Mochi here is curling up, trying to hold in a. Well, it made it even low, double bottom, but you can clearly see the structure here. Down below the 236. Let's see what we got going on. But it's so bearish right now, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, we just tagged the final support level with a double bottom. I mean, looks like you made a slightly lower low, but this needs to be it at 401 on Mochi. Aren't they going to list this one on Coinbase? I don't know why I have the moving averages up. Yeah, Mochi doesn't look like a bad setup here, unless we're just going to completely break down again. Bottom, I would say, is in. What did we do here? Oh, so we'll just keep it simple on Mochi. Need to stay over that 786 support and get back over 11 and then 147 to confirm a bottom. Bullish back over 4017. But if this is a double bottom, then we should have a nice move up out of here. And that confirmation will come once you get Mochi. Mochi will be in a bull run once you finally get up here. Double 618 and get over 403. But at that point, it's too late to buy in. If you're going to buy these coins like Mochi, now is the time to be buying, not financial advice. Buying the bottom. What's up, Isaac? My stock portfolio got steamrolled last 3 months. Man, yeah, it's been a brutal 3 months here. No one's been here. The revenue is down. There's no super chats coming in. There's no one watching the videos. Everyone's losing money. It's a fun time to be in the market. What's up, Slava, my man? Yeah, they're going to list Mochi. Yeah, if it's getting listed on Coinbase, it's down at the bottom. We're just going to buy more degen. Yeah, I mean, even though things are bearish and they could still go down a little bit, I mean, if you're bullish, then load up. What's up? He's buying the red candles. Yeah, all you guys buying the dips and the red candles. When we go up finally, you guys are going to be loaded up on your coins, and then you're going to be loaded up on money. Yeah, what else? Mochi. But yeah, I mean, Mochi looks good for a bottom. Slava, how are you? I could be better. How is Texas doing? Texas is good, but I'm not in the doghouse. I'm in the shitter right now. It's just got behind on bills again because of the way the market is. No money in the market anymore. And I've been applying for jobs, but nothing's hitting yet. I don't know what it is. But yeah. All right, we got 23 people in here. Everyone, please hit the like button. I don't know. They're calling for 70K Bitcoin. I mean, we're still holding, but this looks like what everything else is doing. Bear flagging. So Bitcoin may actually drop here. If we don't go sideways, then everything's going to just die. If Bitcoin actually drops down to 73K here, down below it, 70K maybe, it's gonna get brutal. It looks like we're in here though. Maybe we're right in here. One last dip down and then we go up. One last dip down and then we go up. So what is Jasmine doing? Is she still breaking down? Oh, yeah, she's still coming down. Oh, man. He said, what are you applying for? Well, I have two brothers that live around here, and they both work at warehouses. Big warehouses, and they work 12-hour shifts, and they make like $20, $25 an hour. That's what I need. Because this ain't cutting it anymore. Big boom, he says. Parabolic pumps coming. Parabolic pants coming. Yeah. At some point it will. $25 an hour is not a lot of money in Cali. Yeah, I bet it's not. It's not bad here. I may have to go work at the gas station. Bucky's just down the street pays, I think starting pay is $18 an hour, depending on what you do. But it is what it is. Damn, $50 an hour in Cali. We got David for 3. I appreciate that, my man. I really appreciate that. $3. I really do. It's the first super chat that's come in, and I think it lasts 3 or 4 streams. So I do appreciate that. Yeah, Texas. You know how I'll make BTC go up? What's up, Junior? I'm going to get a job where I can't do this all the time, and then the market's going to go up as soon as I get a job. So as soon as I get a job, I'll let you guys know, and then just be ready. Market's going to blast out of here. Oh, man, we're trying to make it go up. Did they really? I didn't hear anything about that. Your old boss called, offered $32 an hour. You not working right now, my man? I think DZ's looking to come to Texas, where everything's cheaper. All right, yeah, the market's doing exactly what we're expecting it to do. It's just we're down and sideways until further notice. Well, so the bottom is in on Myro. So Myro, like we said before, Myro was one of the first coins to start just breaking down. Now Myro came all the way back down to the last volume area, this box here. So this has to be the bottom on Myro. So if you're bullish on Myro, I mean, it could still drop and go down. But looking at this, I mean, this has to be the bottom. Final volume area before you go back to the shadow realm to 0. Damn, it would be nice to have some money to pay bills and buy into the market here. It says it looks to me like things are trying to bottom out, especially Myro. So Elon, Dogelon Mars. So is Myro telling us that Elon and these other coins are about to drop down to the bottoms? Back to the last volume area? See the same thing here. Yeah, because it looks like you're breaking that trend line. So it may not be blast time yet. Which I don't think it is. I don't think there's any reason to go up right now. But you get the idea. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, she's either right on it or she's trying to break it. But is Elon going to come down here? Final support at 1. Hit the top of the volume area and drop 17%. Or we're going to drop 60%. Like down to the bottom. That's the question. Shiba. Yeah, is this the real Shiba chart? Shiba's been holding macro bullish this whole time. That's October of 2021. Damn, Shiba went to the moon last cycle. I was in on Shiba, but I was not in it good enough at all. Yeah, Shiba's going to be a good solid play. If we don't break down, that is. You're holding the 236 and staring at a 15x. Yeah, everyone who moved from Cali to Texas. Oh, for the Tesla. Yeah, there's a Tesla dealership not too far from here. He said make cakes and sell them at restaurants. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go set up a lemonade stand and sell some cookies. Yeah. Oh, look at Silver here. He's in South Texas. Coastal Bend area, Port Aransas. Yeah, you're around my neighborhood. All this South Texas is where I'm at. Silver for the win. We got CD for 5. I appreciate that. We will all make it eventually. I appreciate the 5, my man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, we're all going to make it eventually, especially if the market waits for me and we don't go up till the fall. But yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we got 16 people here and 10 people over on Twitter watching. I appreciate you guys coming in, especially with the market the way it is. But yeah, looking at the macro for Shiba, it doesn't look bad at all. She's going to have a decent run. It just depends on how far down we're going to end up going. What was the ZBCN doing? Yeah, I mean, it looks like the bottom is it on this one too. Market structure, bottom in, final support. Not a bad spot at all to buy ZBEC. Whatever happened to that Zen token? I forgot about this one. She's bearish. Yeah, ZBCN's in a real good spot to buy in. Damn, Slava. Got 2 lots in Florida. That's nice. Yeah, that's where my woman wants to go. She loves Florida. I'm gonna have to take her there this summer. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing happening in the market. I think XLM is breaking down, ain't it? Or about to. Not quite. And XRP's on the bottom too. XRP, I mean, it could go always lower, but you're sitting right on the 236 going sideways. But someone did point this out, though. What do you guys think about a Head and Shoulders on? Is that a Head and Shoulders on XRP here? Is that telling us we're about to drop? It's not the prettiest one. Well, let's go to the weekly. I can see it a little better on the weekly, I guess. The macro. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, if this is a Head and Shoulders and XRP takes out $2, and she's going to drop almost 30%. Yeah, so what happened Wednesday? What did they say? Anyone know? I wasn't around Wednesday all day. I guess it wasn't bullish news because we're bearish as hell. This is the winners channel. I appreciate that. Yeah, all you guys buying these dips and red candles, you're gonna be happy you did at some point. When we go to the moon, Trump dumping Pamp soon. Undead Lake Wells, 2 acres in Florida. Yeah, it must be nice having some property in Florida where you can just go down there and stay. That would be nice. XRP will correct for sure. What's up, Cha, my man? How you doing? Besides working your butt off, which I'm trying to do, but no one's hiring yet. Did he really? Trump said he will pay 50% more on everything yesterday. Oh, we will. Damn. We just can't win. What's another coin that is supposed to be on the bottom, but it may not be anymore? Toshi's still bearish. B3. Man, B3 came all the way back down to the bottom again. What are we at? 0045. Yeah, so who's buying B3 down here? B3 is going to be a huge coin. I wish I could load up on this one. Could be the bottom. It could go lower, but it could be the bottom. I don't know. I'd have to go look into what their coin's doing. What's up, Hoodrich? Can we take a look at ERN? Yeah, we can. There's nothing happening, and we ain't got nothing to look at. ERN. But yeah, B3 is not a bad spot to buy in, but just always keep in mind it can go lower. ERN, what is that? Eternity Chain. I thought we looked at this before. Coinbase. I guess we didn't. Let's see if she's going to be added to my list. That's going to suck if I make a list and I just miss the whole run. That's why I'm trying to get a job now, because I need to start saving money. I would just stick with the Coinbase chart, I guess. Never mind. We'll use this one. It's got more history. Yeah, what is this? Is this the first run on Coinbase? Eternity Chain. I don't know if I can use the candle or the wick. We'll see what happens. She did make a lower low. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep it there. Not completely accurate, but came up, got stuck at the 618. Bullrun was in March of 2024, and it's over. Lower lows. So just keeping it simple. Over 223, bottom is in. Over 350, you're bullish again. Breakout bull run over 720. Unless it goes lower, that will change. But what kind of damage if this is some sort of a bottom? 786 retracement to 9.5x to 12. I don't know what this coin is, so I have no idea where it's going to end up. But if you think it's going to make a new high and hit $53 at some point in the future, that's 42x from now. And yeah, I mean, it's not accurate, but you can clearly see it's forming some sort of a base here at the moment with the wicks below. So it could very well be the bottom. 250 and then 380 maybe. Where's my thing at? Yeah, it's not going to respect anything here because of that large wick. I mean, it's not a bad overall chart. Down and sideways accumulation for the bull market. Damn, Polka started melted away too again. Yeah, weren't we looking at this in the last stream? I mean, this one too, it looks like the bottom is in. You're debating buying more B3 or SUAI. I don't know what SUAI is, but I like B3. Can we take a look at Mochi? Yeah, we already looked at Mochi, but we'll look at it again. Mochi, SUAI. Oh, I guess we did look at this. I don't know what this is. The fact that base is new and base is going to be in its first bull run, and B3's apparently the biggest gaming coin. B3 is going to absolutely rip out of here, I think, unless there's some kind of problem with it that I don't know about. I don't know what this coin is, but it's bearish as hell. It's forming another bear flag. It's about to fall off the table again. But it's not a bad idea to have multiple bags. 618 retracement on this one is your 9x to a penny and a half, and then 3 pennies would be 17x. If that's some sort of a bottom, but that does not look good. Let's see. Bear flagging on the daily. Mochi. Yeah, we looked at Mochi. I mean, Mochi doesn't look bad. Just zooming out on it. I mean, you're down below your 236, so the bottom's not confirmed in, but you're still making a higher low. Possible double bottom here. You bottom there, back here. You're doing it again, and you're holding structure. So not a bad spot to be buying Mochi, especially with it going to get listed on Coinbase. Bullish over 17, confirmed over 31. Yeah, I have no idea where Mochi's going. Was that 4 zeros? Yeah, to keep it simple. First target would be the new high 1272 at 301. Eating a zero would get you a 15x on Mochi. But if she's going to get listed on Coinbase and spike out of here soon, just be careful at these levels. What's up with Velo? Will it 1000x still? Velo. I don't remember, but Velo's still down here. I mean, it's doing what the whole market's doing. We tried to move up, and then we're just dying again. What can you say? As long as this pattern holds, and the fact that we're, supposedly have a bull market coming in, we're looking for a move like this, and depends on when we go. But higher highs and higher lows, I don't think it's going to be a bearish move out of here. If it breaks down below this, clearly we'll cover it and look at it, and then we're going to be bearish on it once it breaks down, but it's still holding up. But as for the 1000x, if it holds up, it's definitely, I say definitely, but you never know. I would say a 37x up to about 45 cents is easy. What is that? Oh, yeah, I guess if you're bullish on it, almost a 2000x from where it is now. 1800x to the moon to $21. But she's holding up well. I gotta get caught up on the chat. You guys talking about gardening? B3 is it? Yeah, not financial advice, my man. What's up, Cryptic Jared? How you doing? B3 and Miria are my fall plays. Yeah, you haven't been here in a good while. What's up, JY's Adventure? The spinning cat on Soul looks good. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to buy a meme coin again unless I have the money to gamble, because I lost all my money again. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Dave Lark in the building. You're like a squirrel preparing for winter. Bought more ABT, Arrow, and LCX. Yeah, you guys are loading up. If and when I ever get money again, I'm gonna play it real smart this time. No more gamble plays, no more chasing the green candle. The last time I had a good little chunk of money, I put it on XCN, chased the green candle, and it was over. Unfortunate. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, B3 is going to be a good play. Jasmine. Sub 4 GST. Yeah, the whole market decided to just go down again. So what are you going to do? Did it break the low? Oh man, what the hell? I mean, if you're bullish on it still, I mean, it broke the bottom, so could still form a wick and hold. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect and say it's coming down. If this wicks up and it still holds the same level, I'll still be bullish on it. But yeah, doesn't look great at the moment. That's what I keep saying, though. It depends on where these coins are going to end up and where they're going to top out at. So something like GST could go lower from here now. So it may only come up and hit the 382 again and do a 15, 16x, and that's it. We'll have to see. What do we look at? Can we look at PHA and shipping? Damn, that's loud. What is PHA? I don't think we've looked at that. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I guess we have. PHA and shipping. Fala. Yeah. I mean, is everything about to do this? This is ridiculous. Let's see if there's any sort of support anywhere. Damn. Yeah, you just broke the 786 on the macro. You broke your trend, so it's coming back down to the bottom, it looks like. Unless for some reason it holds up. It really can't go lower than this. I mean, it can, but not looking the greatest at the moment. 24% drop back down to the bottom. The only thing I would say is we're going to do this. Trend is your last hope. New trend in play. So it can't really go lower than it is right now. Can't go lower than 9. Or then it's definitely going to break down. But it's holding. I mean, if this is the new trend, it's holding structure. Doing that, looking at that now, you would say the bottom is in on this one. The macro bottom is in. Yeah, if I knew what this was and I was bullish on it, I'd be like, oh, the bottom is in. Let's buy this thing. Higher high, 786 is going to be an 8x to 75. Shipping breaking down. Shopping, shipping, whatever the hell you call this one. Shipping. She's still on that final support level. And on the macro, you hit the 382 perfectly and you stayed bullish. You're over the height of the low 236. Yeah, shipping has a very bullish looking chart here. Once people realize that and they buy in, this thing's going to take off. Looks very good in my opinion. And she's still holding the 236 here. Wrong tool. Yeah, and you're holding the 618 low to the high. It could always go lower, but it's looking good. So if it's going to flip bearish, it'll drop 40% to 29, which would still be bullish over the macro 382. I don't know. Is shipping going to blast out of here and do a 60x to a new high at 30 cents? Yeah, I got to get caught up. Oh, what's up, Lord Zero? Cool. How you doing, my man? Ravens just bought more CTX. Yeah. I haven't looked at CTX, but everything's dipping, huh? Get into ZBCN. Yeah, if I could, I would. ZBCN looks like it's on the bottom. If it breaks down, it breaks down, but it's holding double support. It looks very good. CTX. CTX. Yeah, what if I had the Shiba? Dying. Did CTX come down? I mean, if you just look at the macro, this is where it held support every time. But technically, you are below the 618, so it does put in play the 786. You got a large red candle spawned in here. So I don't know. I mean, the momentum is clearly down. Stock our size at the bottom. So if you're looking for a discount, 21% down to 128 should be the final bottom. If it breaks where it is now. Yeah, what if... What was I looking at earlier? Oh, XLM. What if the market cycle is screwed up and we're not going back up? This thing went from November, consolidated, and then March of 2024 when everything went to the moon. Was that it? I was thinking about that earlier, looking at XLM, the macro XLM chart. Every time, not to be bearish or anything, but you know, it's good to point it out. But XLM here, every time it came back to the top of the large triangle pattern for a lower high, that was your bull run. 2018, the bull run hit. 2021, lower high. And then March of 2024, they put in the lower high. So that was your bull run, bull run, bull run. Is that it? Are we fooling ourselves? If ZBCN doesn't break down, I think ZBCN is going to hit 3 to 4 pennies. I hope so, but I'm not in it, so it doesn't matter. Can we look at Zilica? Did I fish today? No, I did not. I've been job hunting. I got to get a job because this YouTube thing ain't cutting it anymore. No money in the market anymore, and my bills are starting to pile up again, and I have no way to pay them. They're caught up, but now they're coming due again, and I just got blasted over the last couple of months here, especially this last month. This next check coming in on the 21st is just nothing. Not even enough to pay my car, my truck note. So that's what I've been doing. No more fishing. No more fun times. Zilica. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? I mean, XRP did a similar thing too. What to see? XRP. But XRP actually made a higher high. 2018, 2021. Put in a higher high for bull market, and that's it. Brazil. Zilliqa. Nothing bullish on Zilliqa. She's making lower lows, lower highs. So yeah, Zilliqa's another one here. I don't know, we're zoomed out to the monthly, but let's see. Let's see the macro support area. She's potentially going to hold, maybe on it already. Well, I mean, you have this area here. That's what you're trying to hold, but you made a lower low. You're down below the 618. So like we said with that other coin and Elon, are we about to get a drop back down to the final volume area? 45% drop down here with a wick. 60% drop is loading. Yeah, that's all I'd really say on Zilliqa right now. If you want any sort of a bottom to be put in and any kind of confirmation of course, you have to break the lower high structure. But yeah, 236, 618, you have to get back over at 13, bullish over 16, and confirmation over 23 to move up. And then it has to break over 38 to break the macro structure. And at that point, you'll be in good shape once you break the lower highs. What's up, Clovins? He says, Voxel, how you doing, my man? Haven't seen you in a while either. He says, buy Link, Ondo, Arrow, Azure Core, 1 to 3%, BTC. It's not bad. Yeah, those are some good choices. I got a lot on my list that I want to buy. There's some that I want to buy and hold, and then there's some I just want to get in on. What's up? We got Cryptic Jarrett for the new member. I appreciate that, my man. That's another thing. The members have been just disappearing. We're just bearish. I appreciate that, though, my man. So Dave says he's looking for a job hunting too. Got laid off on my IT job, and that's tough, my man. I know the feeling. I got laid off from my job after 22 years, and it's been going from job to job doing this YouTube thing, and it's ridiculous. I mean, and it's never too late to get a new career path, but look back on it at this age now, and you're like, man, I should have went to college for something. Oh, that's why you haven't been to the streams. Yeah. Yeah, once I get a job, we're gonna have to come up with a different schedule. I'll still be doing content and live streams when I can, but we'll have to see. But I'm still waiting. Still broken, poor, and waiting here in the Shadow Realm. In the little dark corner. Waiting for someone to save me. Someone's going to step into the Shadow Realm and give us both a job, my man. Been trying to super chat and you realize my membership didn't renew. I appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate the 5, my man. Not much. I feel the pain, though. I appreciate that a lot. Any little bit that comes in on the YouTube channel is going to help, but it's just not going to cut it anymore. I got to get a real job. But once I get back on my feet on a real job and doing this, it'll be good. Then I'll be more excited. I appreciate the 5, though, my man. Much appreciated. He says CQT, the new graph. CQT. What is CQT? I guess we never looked at it. Covalent. What was that one coin called? There was one coin that had a C. Circuits of Value. Whatever happened to that coin? Circuits of Value. I forgot about that coin. Isn't that no longer a thing? I mean, this coin, it's all going to depend. It looks like it's following the market. But very strong move down, and this little sideways action easily could be a bear flag and play, and you're about to fall off the table here. I mean, but these coins that have the multiple zeros, I mean, how low can they actually go? I don't know why this happened, what's going on with it. You have to look into it, do your research on the coins. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple. Macro, you have to get over 1/8, and then 8 to be bullish. And your breakout potential bull run over about 98 cents. Short term, low to the high, 0.006 is your first price to beat. If you cannot get over that, then bear flag territory, and then there's no telling where it's going to go. We could try to speculate. These are monthly candles, by the way. But sometimes just zooming out like that, you can kind of see what's going on. But short term, let's see what you're holding here. Looks like a 618 retracement. Not quite. You tagged your final support, so that's good, but you're not doing anything. You're just going sideways at the moment. Let's see here. But if this coin's something, you said it's going to be the new graph. And like I said, it depends on the coin situation. If they got all the coins out, the supply. Oh, man. Really? Just to get back macro bullish over 1/8, that's a 5x, 5.5x. Bullish over 8's a 24x almost. And if this thing's something and it can hit a, I don't know what this is. Yeah. A 618 retracement's almost a 300x. Just to get up to 97 cents. Big resistance is going to be this 382 area, so maybe that's all it does, if it holds up here. What? Your niece gave all her toys to you? Why'd she do that? If you could put something in the market this month, we would see a pump May, June. If BTC keeps following me. Money supply according to another channel I follow. I'm trying my best. What's up, T13? I don't know what that means. Oh, it's SQT. Did I put the wrong coin on there? SQT. Alright, we'll look at it. Can you do Leah macro whole fives, please? I don't know what that means. Alright, so we looked at a pointless coin. He says SQT. Maybe I read that wrong. Subquery network. First glance, nothing bullish on it. Lower lows and lower highs. Had a nice little pump though. Nice little pump, but there's no telling. We just got to get confirmation on it. Yeah, she got stuck right at the first resistance, put in a lower high. Same thing it did back here. So it looks like it may be repeating history and just going to zero. forever. But nice little pump. If you own it, hopefully you took profit. You got to move back up 75% to be bullish or bottom in over 3.2, bullish over 006. Breakout bull run, if it's going to have one, if that's the bottom somehow, would be over 618, of course. A penny and a half, then you'll have a bull run on this thing. Just to get there is a 9.5x. If this thing's going to blast out of here, 786 retrace would be a 19x. Which I keep telling you guys, that's what I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching the 0.5, 618, 786 when we start running whatever coin I'm in. Because there's no guarantee all the coins are going to come up and make higher highs and go to the moon. Because this one here, it'll be what, 155x? Leah. What's up, Matty Ghost? I haven't seen you in a while, my man. Looks like Republicans have to... Oh, man. What did we say? Leah on the macro. Oh, you're talking about the whole fibs. Leah on the macro with all the fibs for my man T13. CQT is dead. Oh, it changed contracts, so I can just delete it off of here then. Leah AI. Yeah, we looked at this one the other day. This is your new baby, huh? She's holding the 0.5 still. So he wants to see all the fibs, he says. 3-day candle, just so we can kind of see everything. You're holding the 0.5 at 204. 618 is where you're getting stuck. You're going sideways. I mean, this could be a good play. You got this triangle pattern in play. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink. Alright, but yeah, I mean, Leah doesn't look bad here. The first target you need to worry about is the 1272. If it blasts out of here, not a bad move, a 16x. But you can clearly see, we're not going to go over every little fib on the chart, but first target, and then a massive move, a 60x up to the 1618. Yeah, there's, I don't know what this is, but that's what I would focus on. There's no way it's going to go all the way up here and hit over $4,000. It's at 004, far away from a penny. So there's probably no way this coin's going to hit $1 and do a 250x. But I think 7, 13, and 28 maybe. 7 maybe. thought Trump was a capitalist. He swindled the nation. Y'all don't like Trump? Yeah, he's got it down. T13. That's hilarious. At least we got your attention, my man. And not asking the same question 20 times. Let me switch the music. How long have we been on here? An hour. We got 30 people here. So everyone, please hit the like button if you will. Yeah, at least we haven't had to ban anyone or put anyone in the bathroom lately. We haven't done that yet. Not in the bathroom. That's what Vision says. Put them in timeout. What's up, Mo Crypto? Did you change your picture? But yeah, I mean, the market's not doing anything. Anything else we want to look at? I don't mind staying on here longer. I have nothing to do at the moment. I tried my best to get a job today, and it's just... Hold on, I'm answering a text real quick. Leah AI. All right. You said it's the same. Oh, it is the same? I don't remember it. Working sucks. I'd rather trade all day. Yeah. That was my plan with the channel here, but the revenue over the last 2 months has been going down. Last month was horrible. It was working out, but we don't want to go up or do anything. No one's here anymore. Now I got to get a job. I'm flat broke at the moment. What's your favorite background music? Yeah, that one's... What the hell? Oh. That one's called Sweet Thing. You keep losing, so you gotta work. Yeah. What? What'd you say? It would be surprised if they have an Express in Texas, where I got my job now. I've never heard of that. What is that? Yeah, it's when we're boring, when there's nothing happening and the coins are slowly going down. There's no one here. That one weekend we had a bloodbath when everything was just going to zero. There was a whole bunch of people that showed up in here. So when we're extremely bearish, people show up, and then when we're bullish, people show up. In the middle, there's nothing. And they'll be FOMOing into the channel soon enough, yeah. Like I said, as soon as I get a job and I can't do this every day, then they'll FOMO in. Then the market will go up. It's how it is every time I buy a coin, it goes the other direction, so. Gotta save myself. Express employment. I'll have to look that up, but I've never heard of that. But I appreciate it. T13 says SNAI. What is that? SNAI. Where are you finding all these AI coins? Mexi? Swarm node AI? Do they do nodes still? Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it looks like crap. Unless you consider this a large falling wedge pattern on the daily candles. But your bottom is not in. You're below the 236. You just made a lower low. And then got stuck at the 382, making the lower highs. And you're trying to take out the final support level. So if you stay below 163, it looks like, then it's just going to continue what it's doing, going down and sideways. It has to get back over pretty much 2 pennies and then 2.5 to 3 to be bullish. Clearly a downtrend's in play. So yeah, you got to get over the 382 at almost 3 pennies to be bullish on this coin. And it's down below all your support levels, it looks like. And it made a lower low, so there's no telling where it's going. But if for some reason you turn things around and get your life back together and you get over the 382 and you blast through the 618, come up all the way to the 1272 new high, would be about 27 cents from 1.5 pennies. That would get you a 17x. Oh yeah, staffing agencies, okay. I don't even know why that didn't cross my mind. But I appreciate that. I'll have to look into that now. What's up, Lillian? Yeah, I didn't know what to put on the poll, so when I do that, I just put, did you hit the like button? It's a good way to get more likes for some reason. It makes people actually hit the like button instead of me always having to say it, subscribe and hit the like button like all these other people do. So many AI coins, yeah. There's so many coins in general. I mean, it's like, how do you pick the right coin that's going to actually run? Did we look at what? Plume? What's up, Deadwood? No, we have not looked at Plume. Plume. Let me pull Plume up, and then I got to get out of this chair for just a moment. We're gonna stay on, just hang out for a while. I mean, I ain't got a job, so I got nothing else to do at the moment. So I'll do this while I can. Plume, I guess we looked at it at one point. Not a bad looking chart. What is Plume? Where can you pile into Plume at? Pluton. We'll see what she's holding here. I don't know what that green box is, so we're going to move that. Okay, plume. Yeah, this chart doesn't look bad at all. High to the low, over to 618, getting stuck right at the 786. So once you get over 18 and get a daily close over, you're back in business. And once you break this high here, she's going to fly. Didn't quite hit it, but you can clearly see, if we draw a box on the chart, this macro support resistance area turned to support, and you held. So yeah, this thing looks good. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. All right, let me leave it here for a moment. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. We're doing all right. We're just here in the shadow realm, waiting around, being poor and jobless. It'll all get better though. What's up, Derek? He says, baby pump today. Which baby? Baby deer? All right, yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, there's only 24 people here altogether. Only 12 all you guys on YouTube. Yeah, let me know if it's a baby deer. We'll go look at deck screener, I guess, but I'll be right back. All right, we're back. What are we looking at? Plume. All right, yeah, baby deer. All right, I'll pull up deck screener and sit here and dream about what we can buy in and get 1000x on. But yeah, I would still gamble on these coins if I just had a little bit of money. Baby deer. Let me pull it up and then I'll pull it up on the screen. Wait, did they change the picture? Yeah, what is the market cap on Baby Deer? It's pumping, or it did pump. But yeah, doing as good as I can be, Deadwood. Alright. I'm gonna switch the music and upset Cha there. What do we want, bullish music or what? Plume is RWA, partner of Ondo, but more connecting chains and earn yield on Plume Network when launched. Alright, I mean, Plume looks good here. So is Plume gonna be big like Ondo? Where can you buy Plume at? He says bullish music, Win Moon. I don't know. Win Lambo. Remember that saying? No one says that anymore. Win Lambo. Alright, let's get this market going. Here we go. Hit the bull music, he says. What's up, Roger? How you doing, my man? Liberation Day liberated all your cryptos. Yeah, it sucks that we're still so bearish here. I'm not in the market like you guys know, but it's the channel's taking a hit like crazy. Now I'm on the hunt for jobs. I mean, it's even I'm gonna try these apps in the meantime, but I'm gonna look into that staffing agency because I never thought about that. But I even tried doing the DoorDash today. I need to do Uber and whatever else they got out there because I just need a couple $100 to get me by for the next couple of weeks. Because I know when you get a new job, you don't get paid instantly. Sometimes you gotta wait. My other job I had before, I had to wait a whole month to get my first check. It was ridiculous. But I tried doing DoorDash today, and there's no good ones came up. I don't know if you guys know about DoorDash, but it was like it was 3 miles from the place to pick the thing up to take it to whoever, and it said guaranteed $3. I've never done it before, so I signed up for it, but they were shit. There's none that were worth my driving time. I'm not gonna go run all over town and waste half a tank of gas in the truck just to make, $30 or so. Alright, bull music's in play. What are we looking at? We are looking at Plume. Yeah, if that's what you say about Plume, Plume looks primed and ready here to go. Unless it clearly breaks the 618 at 15.5 and breaks down. I mean, you held support. You back tested the level pretty much. Macro support area. It's coming down just a little bit. I mean, it looks good. It looks like this coin's about to take off. But taking off. First big spike up would be a 50% move up to 27. It's going to be your first target. A very bullish looking chart here on Plume. We got Deadwood for 10. I appreciate that, my man. You have no idea. I appreciate you. Uniswap is where I got mine. Alright. Uniswap. I haven't used Uniswap in so long. Last time I bought a Uniswap coin, it went to 0. As always, but I appreciate the 10, my man. This is actually the first stream in a while where I've made over $20, so that's good. Last couple of streams there's been none, so I do appreciate that. You were thinking 28-ish. Oh, let me switch that because it's not right. Yeah, she may have a nice spike up very soon. You may get a little, almost a 2x, up to 27 to 30. If it hits 36, then that's your 2x. But not a bad looking chart on Plume. All right, let me pull up Dex Screener real quick. So any Dex Screener coins, feel free to say. Where's my Dex Screener? All right, so yeah. But I think they changed the picture, didn't they? Is this the right? This is not the right one, is it? Oh, you're doing grab pickups here in Singapore to make ends meet till I get a real job? Yeah, that's my thinking too, my man. I got to do all these little apps until I get a job. That may be what I do all day tomorrow. I'm just gonna have to do these DoorDash things and stuff just to make it. Just so I don't fall back behind on the bills. I got caught up and now it's lingering. It's on the table now. I'm about to fall off the table in life. Oh, man. Yeah, is this not the right? This is not the right baby. Oh, that's the one? All right, yeah, she had a nice move, but she came right up, hit the 618. At one point, you had the candle up here, wicking above the 618. That's where I would have got out. Even though you wanted to go to the moon, always when you hit that 618 and you get a little wick above or a candle up here, you want to be greedy and hold because it's going. But I've learned my lesson now. I'm getting out at 618 retracements. If anything's at a 618 retracement, I don't care if we're going to the moon. Most of my positions coming out. But yeah, you're over the 382 at 0018, so you're bullish. What are we on? Let me pull this up bigger. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we're on 3-day candles. Yeah, she had a nice little move. Why is this not? Yeah, why is our fib off? All right, so you got stuck right at you wicked above the 618. You're right at resistance right now at the 0.5. But as long as you're over 0016, you're bullish. But it looks bullish here. It looks good. If they can get through 3-4, I mean 2-3 and then 3-4, then it'll probably take off at that point. And then from where you are right now at resistance, getting stuck, it's probably going to have a correction down. So just be ready for a large red candle to spawn in. Not bad at 12x up to almost 3 cents. Got your Plume and a liquidity pool on Uni. What's up, Kansas Plowboy? I haven't seen you in a while. I go out of the way to support your live feeds because your crypto TA videos are short and to the point. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, there's no point in coming on here and just wasting people's time and just making the videos ridiculously long and confusing and trying to sell stuff, and that's what most of these YouTubers and influencers do. But it's been working, but it's just the market right now. The market's shit, so. Oh, you're here every night. I appreciate that, my man. Have we done XCN? What's up? Oh, you're already here. Didn't have enough money in to make any profit. Yeah, I appreciate you being here almost every night, every day. Roger says, I'm going to try to find some work this week. Got an American phone and updated my license. Are you still in San Antonio, my man? No longer in Mexico? Yeah, we'll look at XCN. Anything else on deck screener, though? Baby on Soul had its little run. It's time to go down. Yeah, where's Flipcoins at? I don't know what his coins are doing. I need to go look on Twitter and see what the Soul devs are doing, because they told me they were gonna get with me when they rebrand and everything, so I don't know what they're up to now. I haven't heard from them since. I mean, this has to be the bottom for this coin, but the fact that they're, you know, doing what they're doing, I don't know if it's ever going to go back up. It's a decent little game to play, but I don't think I've seen any activity from them in a while, so they may be dead. I don't know. The coin, that is, not them. Honk. Whatever happened to Honk? Nothing. Used car. Yeah, these Solana meme coins are doing nothing. They're just slowly going to zero. Billy. Wow. She's still going down. Alright, let's get over back to deck screener. Oh, Spinning Cat. Alright, yeah, you said that one earlier. Yeah, another week in San Antonio. Yeah, are you going back down to Mexico? Ethereum Classic looks good on the weekly. Yeah, when you zoom out to the weekly and the monthly charts, I know a lot of things can happen in a week and a month. That's why people don't like to look at the larger time frames, but I mean, sometimes they tell us a better story. Spinning Cat on Soul. Let's see if we got a winner here. You just got to be careful, because some of these coins, I mean, they may look good and they may pump, but you got to make sure you can sell these coins. Almost 7,000 holders, 9 million market cap, block liquidity. Spinning Cat. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that ticker symbol? Spinning Cat. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it doesn't look horrible. Let me make this bigger so we can see it. Yeah, you should have bought this thing here. We're looking at a couple of coins that look like this, where they're pump up and then it's going sideways with the triangle, bullish triangle to the upside. Let's see if it's respecting anything. Yeah, I guess. From that little high to the low, it blasted out of here. Came all the way up to the 2618, got stuck every time. Pulled back and back tested the level. So we'll just keep it simple on Spinning Cat. Which, you know, TA doesn't work great on meme coins because they could go to zero at any moment. Excuse me. But low to the high. Yeah, you're above. You're sitting right on the 236 right now, so you're bullish sitting here. 7.6 up to 9.2, you're bullish. And once it breaks over this 1.27 area, and then 2.2, yeah, if you can get over 2.2, 2 pennies, then I mean, we could add more levels on here like we do on the other charts. But these are the main ones, but you do have other levels on the fibs that you can always put up. So the next big target on this one, if it stays bullish here for a new high, not bad, a 5x up to 4.5 pennies. All it takes is 1,000 to a 10 million market cap coin. Yeah, that's all it takes. I mean, if you got the money, gamble. I mean, not financial advice, but that's the only thing you can do. I appreciate those words, my man. I'm just a regular guy trying to make it just like you guys. And personally, I can't stand the people that shill pre-sales and coins, and you never know, because they're always trying to sell you something. But what are we looking at? All right, let me go back over to. Yeah, there's some coins, you know, there's been people before in the past, you know, you put, you said $2, but you could put, you know, 75, 50 bucks, whatever it is on a coin, and then overnight, you're good. You made it. I can't wait to have that feeling to where I'm making it. Not even made it, but making it. All right, let's pull back up Dex Screener. Not Dex Screener, Trading View. Plume to the moon. What else were we going to look at? You did really well last year, but the market bleeds. Yeah, that's the big problem with everyone. You can be bullish as you want on whatever project you're in. I was in on Shiba and Cardano last time. We only have 16 people left. Wow, there's only 4 people on YouTube here. Where'd everyone go? Oh, I guess it's 7 o'clock. It's dinner time. But yeah, you can be bullish on whatever you want, but just know when the bear market hits after the bull run, you can hold all you want, but everything's going down. Down and sideways for the next 3 or 4 years. All right, I guess it's time to end it now. There's no one here. Everyone left. Bitcoin's not really doing anything but going sideways, possibly bear flagging. Yeah, if Bitcoin ends up breaking 80K, this 86.75, then it's going to get extremely brutal for the market. Shadow Realm's going to become really full with people, because we're going to drop down to 73K and lower. All right, we got 6 people now, 9 people on YouTube. Wait, did I get all the super chats? All right, yeah, I did. All right, we're good. So what is another coin? What is Turbo and Bonk doing? Are they breaking down now? They weren't looking great. Yeah, the whole market right now is... We're doing the same thing on everything. We're possibly about to die. It's unfortunate to say, but there's some things that need to bounce right now. There's no guarantee they will. They're on the bottoms, so the bottoms might fall out on everything. Yeah, Turbo just broke the bear flag. She's about to nuke down. Yeah, this is what we've been saying on Turbo, though. Back down to 001 786. That's where these candles got stuck. And then we blasted out of here. We filled the gap on the 382, but it did not hold. And it looks like we're coming to back test. Yeah. So if you got Turbo, another 25% drop down to 1.3, and that should be the bottom. If Turbo comes down and breaks this resistance area, now turns support, and we fall lower, then we got a problem. All right, so I guess we looked at everything. Ethereum Classic on the weekly. Yeah, Ethereum Classic's on my list too. I still think these older coins are going to perform at least 5x's. Yeah, Ethereum Classic is doing what it did last time. Macro chop, triangle pattern, and it's just going to blast out of here again. Question is, how high is it going to go? I think older coins, if you're holding Ethereum Classic, if I get a 5x out of an older coin, I'm done, I'm out. That's a 6x up to $100. If you get any more than that on it, then good luck. Our box here anywhere from 260 to 360. Let's see, monthly. Yeah, even on the monthly it looks good. It's repeating itself over and over again. 2017, 21. Yeah, Ethereum Classic hasn't moved yet, so it's gonna run at some point. And on the overall macro of macro charts for Ethereum Classic. Not respecting the best, but it's around the 382 area and it's making higher lows. Well, it was. Still looks good though. So even Ethereum Classic here, I mean, if Bitcoin's going to die and these coins going to break down, then I don't know what to say, but Ethereum Classic here really can't go lower than it is. Especially looking on the macro chart here. So it's either we're about to go up or we're about to die. That's all you could really say. How's Bells looking? What's Bells? Yeah, we put on the bullish music and everyone left. What the hell? Made everyone sad or what? There, let me put on bear music and see who shows up. Was it Bells? Bells coin. What is this? Where can you buy Bells coin? This thing could potentially be setting up for a bottom, because I've seen this on the macro charts many times. And it's newer, so you can't really see it on the weekly, but you can clearly see 3-day candle, double bottom with a higher low, and then we see these things all the time shoot up, possibly 618 retracement. I gotta move this. I can't see. Yeah, low to the high. You're holding the final support for a higher low, 16. Oh, everyone pile into Bell's. Bell's coin. She's down 20% on the week, but she's about to take off. Because we've said that many times to where we look at the double bottom pattern and it already took off. You should have bought here, and then we see this. Yeah, not financial advice, but Bell's is looking good here for a bottom. As long as you're over 16, this thing's about to blast out of here and do a 3.5x up to 60. Yep, looks good. What's up, Hamid? You got the like button. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, your profile picture always throws me or makes me laugh. I can look at VRA. What's up, DZ? You left. You came back. Yeah, we're still here. We're still here, just hanging out. Bought it on Mexi. It's the first coin made by the Dogecoin creator. Oh, yeah, I think you said that before. Someone said that before. Yeah, Alien Bases got beaten down. The base coins, like I said earlier in the stream, the fact that base is new and this is the first bull run for base and base coins are going to be the play. B3 is going to go to the moon at some point. It's going to be a real good play. And so many other coins, Alien Base, Arrow. If we go up ever. But yeah, Bells looks like I put in the bottom. Very bullish looking bottom on Bells. It's a proof of work mining coin like Litecoin and Doge. Doesn't look bad. Yeah, I'd buy it right there. ALB. Yeah, ALB's been dying. Had a nice run, but yeah, zooming in on the smaller time frames. A bear flag forming, so she's about to fall again. She's already falling. Yeah, she's either about to hit the bottom and put in a higher low to be bullish and start finally moving back up on the weekly here, or she's coming back down to the bottom again. But you did make a slightly higher low, and that would put in another higher low. So 4-7, you would imagine would be the bottom on Alien Base here. Another 10% drop, and that should be it. But yeah, she completely fell off the table. But Alien Base is going to be a good play. When we go bullish, it's going to rocket out of here. $1 billion market cap possible. Maybe not. I don't know. Is Alien Base going to do a 200x to $10? Or 100x? Damn, Alien Base is going to 100x from the bottom there. Up to $500 million market cap. I don't know if that's correct still. I don't know if they've released tokens, but that's the last time I looked at it. Maybe it changed, but damn. Can't go wrong with Alien Base. VRA. Yeah, I mean, if it goes all the way up here, I mean, we're going to have to see how this market cycle plays out. But the fact that base is new and base is Coinbase and base is bullish, the fact that it's Coinbase is these coins are going to absolutely fly out of here. VRA. Velocity to 0. Yep. She is going to 0. Wow. Velocity, that's the weekly. Yeah, there's... God. Wow, this thing's been dying for months. So the good thing is, it could be the bottom because you're at the top of the volume area here. The macro volume area. Could be it, but it could also go lower into the volume area. There's nothing bullish on it. Lower lows, lower highs. It's not really respecting anything here. Low to the high now that we pulled it down. You got stuck at the 618, 382. So, I mean, it could be the bottom. But there's nothing telling us that. Maybe the 4-hour chart. So I would just keep it simple on velocity just to see if there's any sort of a bottom being put in. Very short term. You have to get over 1, 2, 3 and then 1, 3, 4. Bottom end, bullish. Breakout confirmation from this move down over 0015. And then we'll see it from there. But nothing looks good on velocity right now. Well, I say that, but the only thing would be that macro bottom area. I mean, if you look at it on the macro just like this, you would say that's the bottom. She hit it, this resistance, now support, and it's time to go up. So velocity, 618 retracement would be your 9x up to a penny and a half, and then maybe 3.5 pennies would be your 20x. If you think it's going to go to the moon, 183x to 29.30 cents. Yeah, we put on the bear music and everyone came back. I'm about to enter GFI at 54. DGen double bottom. DGen. Nah, DGen's about to fall off the table. Double bottom on what time frame? Or it's about to double bottom. Maybe that's what you mean. Nah, I just made a lower low. Took out our support box. This area here. It bear flagged again and dropped. So we'll see what happens here. It may hold, but if it starts to bear flag again, just barely go up, it's probably going to die again. And it's the same thing we said on Elon earlier. Elon and whatever other coin that is. I mean, you're right there. This resistance, support, and support, in that general area. So is it going to come back down to the bottom? That's the big question. It looks like a bottom right now. Not a bad spot to be buying in, but it just, depends on what's going to happen here. DGen has a lot of holders. It's gonna rocket out of here too. So if you're loading up now, not a bad play. Can we look at Ondo? Drop 1K at 85. Yeah, we went over Ondo earlier. Ondo is the same boat. Ondo, I'm typing boat, damn it. Ondo still could go down to 65 cents, I think. Easily. I mean, you're holding the 382, you're holding the trend here. So looking at the chart here, it looks like a bottom is in. But when you zoom in, we're starting to do the same thing again that we did here and here, to where it goes up and sideways a little bit and then it just dies. So if Bitcoin's going to break and the market's going to break down again, once you fall below 75 cents, she could very well come down to 65 and drop 20%. So just keep that in mind. But wouldn't be a bad spot. But yeah, I would love to get an Ondo at 75 and 65. Ondo is going to be a real good play. What did we look at? Yeah, why'd you put 1K at 85? Because we've been looking at it in these bear flag patterns, and we kept going over. If it can't break certain levels, she's going down. Same thing we're saying now. We want the bottom to be in, but there's no guarantee. Especially it being a new coin. Even though it's a good coin, it's a new coin. Goldfinch at 54. GFI. I mean, if you're bullish on whatever, do what you're going to do. I mean, looking at GFI here, it's on the bottom. It's hitting the new trend. It's hitting the final low to the high, 786 support level at 55. Could it break down? Of course it can. It's crypto, so who knows what the hell's going to happen. But, if you have the money and you're not worried about it and you don't have to pay bills like me, not a bad spot to buy in because it's telling you the bottom is in again. But it could always go lower. Like we keep saying, if the final volume area is going to get hit on everything again, everything's coming back down to the bottom, you could easily drop and fall off the table 30, 40, 50%. Excuse me. But you see what I mean here. I mean, looking at it on the macro monthly chart, it looks like the bottom is in for GFI. And that's all I can really say about it. Not a horrible spot to buy in. You would wait. You're going to sell on Noah. I mean, it just depends on what's going to happen here. I mean, GFI here, Ondo, everything's on final support levels. I mean, are we really going to die from here? That's the big question. But yeah, I mean, if you get back in profit and you want to get out, do what you got to do. But I mean, it just looks like the bottom is in on Ondo. It should be, but we'll see what happens here. What's up, Joe? Amsterdam's back in the house. Amsterdam in the house. Yeah, we're here. We're good. I mean, Market's not doing anything. We're waiting to see if we're dying or going up. There's no telling what's going to happen. I'm tired of being poor and broke and in the shadow realm with no money in the market. Bitcoin's not doing anything. When you zoom out, she looks bullish. Yeah, what do you guys think about this? I mean, the whole market's almost doing the same thing. Is this a bear flag on Bitcoin and we're about to die? I mean, we're low to the high, bullish over the 382, but this is not a good look. We're technically bullish, but yeah, man. We're going to look back on this and be like, yeah, we knew it. We knew we were about to fall off the table. They're all right. We're about to drop back down. The fact that it keeps getting stuck and people keep opening their mouths and making us bearish. But yeah, I think I've pointed this out before. Is this the Coinbase chart? Oh man, you guys just made me so bearish right now. Is this the chart that we look at, or is it the other one? No, that's our chart. Man, can you imagine if we come back down here and bounce off of the support we had last time? I guess this is it. But Bitcoin here on the overall chart. Let me fix this real quick. Every time on the macro, where was it at? Maybe it was the weekly chart. Let me see if I can find it. But there was a chart I built. That BTC on the macro. Oh yeah, this is it. All right, never mind. We're back to being bullish. All right, we're bullish. Never mind. Short term, but on the macro monthly chart, we may have another little dip down on the shorter time frame. So maybe we do end up hitting 73K. One last dip down. But when you look on the macro monthly chart, every time it formed a bear flag, we died. Formed a falling wedge, we went to the moon. Even though we had that dip, I think that was COVID, wasn't it? And then we had the bear flag here, we died. We had the continuation pattern, we died. We pumped up, continuation pattern to the upside, we went to the moon. Bull flag, we went up. And you can clearly see yet again right now, we are forming a bull flag. So overall, even though short term we may come down and a lot of things are going to die, overall, it doesn't look horrible. And then when you do the measured move from this, from the bull flag to where we're headed to, it suggests the 2272 at 200K. So I'm going to draw our little bull flag here so you guys can be bullish, a little bit of hopium. So on the macro picture of things, we're bullish. What is that? What is the bottom of the flag? Oh, man. So we could still come down to the bottom of the flag. So anyone calling for 75K could be correct. We're going to come down here, and then we're going to blast out of here. And the target is 200K BTC. What do you guys think about that? We're still in the same boat. Yep. But yeah, looking on the macro chart, we're bullish. Short-term pain. It's probably going to get brutal over the next couple of months. Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. But on the macro here, it does not look bad. This could be even forming a falling wedge pattern. So if the price of BTC comes all the way down to what, 73K or so, that should be the bottom. Yeah, if Bitcoin comes down to 70K and backtests this resistance area, then that's the bottom. Then we're super bullish at that point. Super bullish. Velodrome is low. But yeah, how can you not look at this macro chart with all these different signs and say we're in a bear market, bull runs over? We're about to blast out of here. Even with some pain, we're about to go. 124, 25K is up, and then 200K, and then we're done. Velodrome. Oh, we're on the wrong chart. Wrong list. Velodrome's on base, huh? Yeah, I mean, Velodrome, the same thing. Hopefully we go up before we die to 70K, if that's going to be the case. Because so many things like Velodrome here, we're on the bottom. I mean, we can't really go any lower. Because if Bitcoin's going to die at this point, we're just going to, everything's coming back down to the bottoms and going to zero. And everyone's money's going to get erased. But yeah, Velodrome just did the same thing the market's doing. A move down, bear flag, move down. So the question is, when is the selling going to actually stop? It's getting ridiculous. Flash dump to shake out the trees of loose fruit. Yeah, just do it quick. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree totally with that. Cut rates and start QE. But yeah, all I'm asking for right now is a move up. We need some sort of relief here. Looking at Velodrome, Velo, whatever it is, we need some sort of a move up just so we can dump back down, to a degree, depending on where it's going to be. But you get the idea. We need to move up, and then we die. What's up, Boo Bear? Remember polls? Yeah. Didn't dip too much. Can we check polls? Yeah, we've been so bearish so long. It's just like we need something. It's like we're the crypto gods. Save us from this this shadow realm. We're suffering too much already. What is going on here on polls? Do we have a different chart? Polymesh. Yeah, when did we look at this? That's not the right one, I don't think. Hold on. Because we just looked at polls. Maybe it's the Poloniex chart. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think we looked at this earlier in the stream. She came back down to the low once again. So another coin. I mean, this should be the bottom on it. You can clearly see the floor being put in. But there's no telling. You're at 19.5, 20 cents. It could easily go lower. But that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for these macro volume areas potentially getting hit. So if we don't get a bounce soon and Bitcoin actually does die short term, then we can be in for some brutal times here. But not a bad spot. I mean, if you're just looking at the macro chart, you would say, hey, the bottom is in. She's back down at the low. Time to go up. Short term on polls, polka starter, high to the low. I mean, it's dipping down below it just a little bit, but it's all going to depend on if it stays. If you can get back over 27, you're good. 33, you're bullish. How high can SPA go this cycle? What's up, Rashad? I think you were here earlier. SPA. No one can answer that. There's no telling where these coins are going to go. There's so many coins now. Just got to pick the right ones and hope for the best. Yeah, she's clearly coming back down to the trend here. Just melting away. So SPA here is definitely coming back down. It looks like another 20% drop before the bottom is in again. And then how high can it go? SPA's on Coinbase, ain't it? Depends on where you can buy it at. I think it's a Coinbase coin. But as I keep saying, depends on where the coin is, like SPA here, coming back down to the trend. Probably going to hit the 786 at about 10 cents and give you almost a 9x. Is it going to do a 75x and hit the new high? There's no telling. That's your possible could target. It could, in a perfect world, hit 80 cents and give you a 75, 80x, but there's no guarantee. Everything is primed for a pump. Polls down to 15. I don't remember what we looked at just now. It's all going to depend on what Bitcoin's going to do. I mean, if Bitcoin short term is going to die, then everything's going to die. I mean, it could always go to 15, but it's, as you can see here, it's on macro bottom once again. Every time it comes down here, it goes back up. Back up. Even though it sells off, it goes way up. Way up. So not a bad spot. You'll probably get a nice, if it holds here, you're about to do a 2x out of here. Unless the market dies. All right, but yeah, I guess we'll end it at that. 2-hour stream for once. I appreciate you guys coming in here. I appreciate everyone over on Twitter. 15 people there, 17 here. I appreciate the super chats that finally came in today. Saving the channel here. But we looked at a lot. We will be back on here tomorrow. Maybe we'll shoot for a 4-hour live stream tomorrow. That sounds like a good deal. After our job hunt, I'll be looking. So let me exit out of deck screener. But yeah, everyone hit the like button on your way back to the Shadow Realm. Be kind to each other. Do not push and shove. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we have better days ahead. And with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate you guys. And peace out.